Who doesn't want a cut flower garden full of luscious garden roses and abundant dahlias, peonies, larkspur, foxglove, all those good old-fashioned flowers? We sure did. We realized the other day that we're living one of our childhood dreams.
I remember going to Grandma's house when we were young, and she had this beautiful row of peonies, all different colors. And I also remember a patch of larkspur, like it was just a bed full of larkspur. It probably had self-seeded, but it was just this magical little place for a child to dream, you know?
So in 2015, we planted our first garden, and it was a rolling disaster. We kind of went into it without much of a plan, and we had done some gardening before, some landscaping, so we thought, how hard can it be? This is, you know, just plant a few more flowers and it'll all work out. It did not.
We ended up being really overwhelmed and not really having any beautiful bouquets to show for our work.
Right.
Just because we hadn't planned well.
Right.
And we didn't get our seed orders in time, so we were scrambling, went to the hardware store to buy seeds, went to Kmart to buy some plants. You know, it was cobbled together.
Yeah. So we made a few ugly bouquets that year before just ripping everything out. I said, okay, we need to go to the drawing board. We need a plan.
This class is a result of making a plan and then honing it over the next couple of years. We didn't learn everything all in one year, and there's a lot to learn, but with what you learn in this class, we're hoping that you'll miss some of the mistakes that we made. You won't make those.
Now there's a lot more resources for cut flower farmers, but there aren't a lot for people who do it how we do, as a side hustle. And we don't have big equipment, we don't have greenhouses, we just do this in the bookends of our days and on weekends.
We also didn't want to go into debt starting our flower farm. And so we tried to keep everything low cost and figure out how we could do it without all the equipment and the greenhouse.
So we still don't have a greenhouse. We don't have big equipment. We do all of this with just a few small tools. But then we also learned that there are some things that will make your life a lot easier if you just invest in them. So we'll share that with you as well. That might be in our companion course, which is how to grow cut flowers.
One of the things we learned was that we needed to plant our bouquets and our garden in the winter. There's more time then, and seed sources aren't sold out. We also learned that we need to plan cohesive bouquets. If we wanted pretty bouquets, we had to plan color palettes and things like that.
And believe it or not, you need to grow more than just focal flowers. So we'll take you through the elements of our bouquets and what we try to plan for cohesive bouquets in every season, because not all flowers grow in every season either. It was a pretty steep learning curve that first year, but it's fun now. It's a fun challenge now. And Grandma used to say a good plan is half the work. So this is us giving you a good plan to help you stay organized. It's gonna get nitty, it'll get gritty. Grab a notebook and a pen, maybe some coffee, and let's get to it.
At the bottom of every lesson, there will be a Q&A section for you to ask questions if there's something that wasn't clear in the class. But we do want to give you all the answers we can to all your questions.
It's hard to find the time to answer the questions we get in other places, so we thought we would make a nice central location for you as a perk of having purchased this class to get answers to the questions, if we have the answers. Can't promise we do.
We can maybe help you find the answer.
Right.